Everybody takes the grief differently, I think. The only thing I'd be able to say is I'm terribly sorry and really mean it, because it is a terrible thing losing anybody from your family. People using your husbands to make a wee. Am I allowed to say that? The man standing on the side of the road. I was born here in South Africa because my mom's mom was a midwife. So, and then my dad had a ranch job in Zimbabwe. We had a wonderful childhood. I used to go and eat with my mom and dad's workers, and sewa with my hands, press the pot and then put us into the gravy. It was wonderful. No, I wouldn't say. I still eat it. I'd never say I wouldn't eat it again. I ate anything there. But there are foods, I suppose, that I didn't like quite a lot, but I liked a lot of food. The one which I didn't like, spinach, as much as I love it now. When I was at school, my teacher, one of my teachers tried to force me to eat spinach. But in those days, they just threw it into water and, as well as I'm concerned, took it out without putting anything nice to make it taste nice. So I refused to eat it. And now I love spinach so much. Mainly my two children, which I hadn't seen much of because I was working in Zimbabwe and they were in South Africa. And I used to come and visit now and again, but it was a bit difficult for me without my husband. And so I've been here for about 20 years with him. Thank you, God, because I had a wonderful time with them together. And and that's it. And my grandchildren, my granddaughter Kayla, and my grandson Cade, and my 3 little great granddaughters that I've got. And yes, I love them all, and my brothers and sisters, and we are a very close family, and I love them all. After I'd worked, I came down, when the school closed, I came down, and with my children, my husband had passed away by that time. So I came here to be with my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And and now I'm here. And so it's nice to have them around as well. Okay? Everybody takes the grief differently, I think. So the only thing I'd be able to say is I'm terribly sorry and really mean it, because it is a terrible thing losing anybody from your family. And but you don't know how they're going to react compared to what I did. I was quite bad. I would say it takes a lot of time. It does take, you never forget, but it takes a lot of time to get over it. And, even years afterwards, a little song can be playing that reminds you of them, and this can happen that reminds you of them. It's all little things that remind you of them. So, after my husband died, I had nothing to do, so I had some very kind people and some very kind people that I knew. The headmaster was Doctor of Education, and and I just went to school there, and from there I went to the other school where my mom was, but I went to the other one first, and that was it. And it's just the normal, things you do in hostels. looking after them and their clothes, and that they shower and wash their ears and their necks. and yeah, and see that they health is fun. We had a nursing sister there all the time, which was wonderful. The kids could wake you any time at night. And I tell you, they're sick, and you could take them through to the sister so that you could attend to them, and then have to go sit on their bed by them sometimes because they were crying for mommy and daddy, and they couldn't get to sleep. And, all that kind of natural thing, usual thing. I think it happens everywhere in every school. I loved it all. It was very nice. And it was wonderful. They played games, and yes, it was nice. The whole thing was really wonderful. I think my brothers and sisters were my real good, great friends, and to this day they so are. I've lost three of my. I lost a brother, my oldest brother, and my two sisters, the oldest ones, and the others are so like me, rickety, just managing to survive. Being kind to each other, consideration for each other, and friendliness, and being happy with each other and not fighting with people using their husbands to make a wheelie. Am I allowed to say that? The man standing on the side of the road over the top. I was quite honestly thinking now, because you couldn't see anything. I used to think it was quite funny. I liked all the trends. I couldn't afford to wear them all. If that's what you mean in fashion, right? Now, some of them were a bit weird. I wouldn't have worn them myself, but they looked good on others. So, yeah. But a popular one was a long waist in our time. A long waist dress, yeah. The weird was, when the what do you call those pants? The bell bottoms. Oh my gosh, we thought they were hilarious and fun. Every time we saw somebody wearing them, we used to sit and giggle like two stupid children. I like the jeans and t-shirts and the easy-going ones. I like Coca-Cola. Not at the boarding school. No, I didn't have Coca-Cola. Only if your parents went and bought you one. No, I'm very careful of what I do. I don't like taking risks. I just wish I was wiser. And not that I am now, but wiser than I was then. I've been to, if people ask you something, that you can answer them in the correct way. Yes, maybe a choice of career, not knowing what I really wanted to do. I think, yes, I would say a choice of career. But I was extremely happy with the schools and the school children and so forth. But yeah, I might have gone into cooking or decorating, or more on the housewife side, I would call it. I'm grateful for my family, my mom and dad, my brothers and sisters, all our family, and friends, and I'm just grateful for everything, everything that God gives you, I'm grateful for.